Intricate?
Yes, sir.
What a debt we owe to Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, aye? Who's he?
He's the man who's responsible for our whole system of telephonic communication.
I thought it was that fellow Wedgwood Ben. You know, fresh-faced fella.
No. No, it's Mr. Bell who invented the telephone.
Oh.
What a dramatic moment that must have been when he picked up his first telephone and through the crackle of the atmospherics heard the voice of his colleague.
Well, these days you'd be lucky to get through to him.
Yes.
Come on, love, hurry up. Oh, hello, Betty. Look, give us a ring on 1-2, will you? Just doing a bit of testing. Yeah, Tyler.
You know, Mr.
Shelmerdine, do you remember me? Conway Rooms.
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Shelmerdine. Yes, do I envy you to have power in one's hands, to harness the very forces of nature for man by those knowing fingers.
Oh, excuse me. Hello, 1-2 here. Yeah, loud and clear. Thank you, love. Yep, ta-ra.
I suppose the mysteries of electronics are an open book to you.
Well, look, let's put it this way. I know which wires not to touch.
Quite so. I myself am always a little wary when dabbling in things electrical.
Yeah.
I'm afraid my own knowledge is limited to the mending of the simple fuse.
Ah, well, I can understand that. Anyway, that's it finished.
Oh, excellent. May I make so bold as to ask what it is you finished?
Adjusting your digits.
I beg your pardon?
Your numbers, I've just changed them over. Your number's 1-2 on the internal now.
Oh, I see, yes. Mr. Parbull's old number.
Ah, that's right.
Yes.
He's 1-1 now.
Really, 1-1. Very appropriate.
Yeah. Right, canteen was 1-3, now 1-4. Stockroom been changed from 1-7 to 1-9.
Yeah.
Let me see, rear sales floor 1-5, loading bay 1-3, general office 1-7.
I lost you in the stockroom.
Oh, well, never mind, it's all down there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, whilst you're at it, would you sign me worksheet for me?
Yes, pleasure. You know, I've often wondered, Mr.
Shelmerdine.
Shelmerdine, yes. How progress would fare without the ability, the know-how of men such as yourself.
Right. Just a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry, another one. Yes. Yes, without men like you, our whole economy would shudder to a halt.
Ah, well, in that case, perhaps you can answer me a question.
Certainly, if I can.
Why am I only getting 12 knicker a week? Come on in.
12 knicker. Hello? Yeah. Oh, yes. Mrs. Edgley. Mrs. Edgley, before you inquire about my stomach, this is not Mr. Parbold. No, it's Swindley speaking. Yes. Yes, a quite understandable error. We've had our digits changed. Yes. What? Goodbye.
Good morning, Swindley.
Good morning, Mr. Parbold.
Now, what have you been up to?
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
Well, I've telephoned you at least a dozen times since I came in, and each time you're engaged.
Oh, well, there's a simple explanation for that, sir. Yeah. Our internal numbers have been changed. A transposition has been effected. The electronics expert has descended upon us and wrought certain changes.
Now, what does all that supposed to mean, Swindley?
It means, sir, that you've been ringing yourself.
Really?
Yes. You were 1-1, you were 1-2, you are now 1-1, and I am 1-2.
Oh, very well, Swindley, if you say so. Now then, Swindley, Sir Charles.
Ah, yes, arriving this morning.
Yes, there's a couple of small things. Everything must be spick and span, ready for the chairman.
Oh, gleaming as a new pin, sir.
Well, lock on the accounts office door.
Prepared yesterday.
Oh, good. The porter's new dust coat.
That came this morning, sir. Very smart. Good. If a trifle large.
Large? What's wrong with it?
Well, as you know, sir, our Norman is not a man of great stature.
He's 5'2". What's wrong with the dust coat?
The length, sir. The hem appears to be trailing the floor. From a distance, it gives rather an uncanny effect. He appears to be gliding about on casters. Added to which, the length of the sleeves gives him a decidedly oriental appearance.
Oh, Swindley, well, what's being done about it?
Well, Miss Tomlinson is at this moment busy with needle and thread, sir.
Oh, very good. Well, that seems to be all. You've never met Sir Charles, have you?
No, I haven't had that honor.
He's a very charming person, very charming. Perfectionist, of course.
Well, aren't we all, sir, in our own small ways?
Yes, he is. Now, Swindley, I don't want you to get into a tiz about this visit.
A tiz?
No panic, Swindley, no panic.
Oh, no, I don't think there's any question of that, sir. I think I can preserve my urbanity. Or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch.
Yes, Swindley, yes, he's no king. An emperor, perhaps.
A man, Mr. Parbold, a mortal man. If you prick him, will he not bleed? If you tickle him, will he not laugh?
You better not try it, Swindley. Look at this mess in here. He's not going to like this office, Swindley.
No, well, I've done my best with it, sir. I realise it isn't up to Wall Street standard, but yeah, I think it has a certain air about it, you know. And I think this new desk gives it an imposing touch.
Just, well, don't you get too attached to this desk, Swindley. We've only borrowed it for the day.
Yes.
As soon as Sir Charles goes back, your desk goes back to Water Street. You understand?
So I understand, sir, yes.
You know, there's no room in here, Swindley. You see, it's that desk. It'll have to go back a bit.
Oh, very well, sir. Well, may I suggest push and pull?
Push and who?
I'll push and you pull.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Right. That's better. Well, he should be here at any minute. I'd better go down and arrive.
Would you like me to come with you, sir?
No, Swindley, you stay right where you are.
Right, madam, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning.
Sign of Sir Charles.
No, Mr. Parble.
Well, keep your eyes open, and girls, do get this counter tidied up, will you?
We've been busy serving customers.
Well, don't. We can't have customers coming in here and upsetting the stock when we're expecting the chairman.
So what happened then?
Oh, I told him straight. I says, you're not making a fool of me. Make up your mind, I says. Me or her.
Well, you did right.
I didn't. I've never seen him since.
Oh, never mind, you've still got Cherokee.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
Hey, what are you doing tonight?
Well, we're going to El Toro's. We always go on a Wednesday. Hey, do you want to come?
El what?
Toro's. It's Spanish for bull. It's a coffee club. Everything's Spanish. It's all Paso Doble and bullfighting posters.
Oh, all right, I'll try anything once.
Charming.
Good morning, Mr. Purble. Ah, Sir Charles. Good morning, Sir Charles.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning, sir.
This is Miss Dixon. Cheesebrow. This is Miss Cheesebrow. Dixon, yes.
Well, yes. I must say everything's looking very neat and tidy.
Oh, thank you, Sir Charles. That's the way we like to see it in this store.
I can't say I do. In my experience, an untidy counter is usually a busy counter.
Oh, my feelings entirely, Sir Charles. Let me show you the rest of the store. I'm sure we shall be able to find some untidy counters.
Good. Do you know, this is one of the first provincial branches we opened. It was touch and go for a time, Parbold.
I'm sure it was, Sir Charles, yes.
Things were different in those days. We were really struggling.
Come in.
After you, Sir Charles.
Thank you.
Sir Charles, this is Mr. Swindley. Swindley, this is the chairman.
How do you do, sir? Great honour to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Swindley. Hard at it, eh? Pinned to the desk.
Charles,
Thank you. Well, Swindley, how are things going?
I've no complaints, sir.
Good. Rather a squash in here, isn't it? The usual complication, Parbold, office furniture. But we really must try and get Mr. Swindley another couple of inches. I'm sure they'd make all the difference.
Yes, I'm sure they would, sir.
Let me see. You came from...
Gamma Garments, sir.
Ah, yes, yes. The Greek Empire. Well, I mustn't keep you. I'm sure you've got lots of things to do. Goodbye, Swindley.
Goodbye, sir.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it here once you've got used to the pressure.
Sir Charles.
Mr. Parble. Mr. Parble.
Later, Swindley, later.
Canteen. 1-4. Hello, Canteen. Mrs. Edgley, bring me a cup of coffee at once, will you, please? What? Oh, tea, then. Water, anything. And for heaven's sake, hurry.
Oh, well, did you get the impression, the feeling that Swindley is somewhat uncomfortable.
Well, I think it's just his manner, you know, Sir Charles.
Yes, I expect he'll soon settle down. Well, I'll be off then.
You going already, sir?
Yes, this was just a courtesy call. I've got one or two other appointments.
Then I'll see you off soon.
No need for you to come, Parbold. You get on with your work. Have your morning coffee, whatever you do at this time.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Edgley, God bless you, not a moment too soon.
That was for Mr. Swindley.
Well, right now, my need is greater than his. Thank you very much.
Come in.
Would you believe it? Mr. Parbold just swiped your tray. I'll be back in a minute.
Mrs. Edgley, please, don't mind that. The coffee was only subterfuge anyway.
Now, Mr. Swindley, I'm getting a bit too old for that sort of thing.
Mrs. Edgley, I'm in a predicament.
Why? What's the matter?
This desk, it's solid mahogany.
Oh, you poor man, you're trapped.
You pull and I'll push.
Yeah. It's not budging. Wait, I know. You've got your front legs caught up in the lino.
No wonder.
Ooh. Now then, come on. That's it. Oh. Hey, how long have you been like that?
Too long, Mrs. Edgley, much too long.
You just sit there and I'll go and get your tea. And I don't care if Sir Charles himself wants it. You're having this pot.
Oh, hello, Marshal. Oh, dear. I am sorry. Oh, of course not. I quite understand. Your wife must come first. Oh, well, don't worry. We'll have dinner on my next visit. I hope it's nothing serious. Not at all. Goodbye. Have you Mr. Parbold's internal number?
Yes, it's 1-2, sir.
Thank you.
Hello?
Oh, Dobson here. Look, I quite forgot to say anything about dinner tonight.
Dinner, sir?
Yes. You are free, I hope.
Oh, yes, yes.
Good.
Yes.
I'll expect you at the Palace Hotel at 8:30.
I was dining with the group chairman the other evening. He happened to mention... And I said to Sir Charles over dinner... Palace Hotel, 8:30. Dinner with group chairman. Tonight may be a turning point in my career.
Wait a minute. Parbold, are you telling me that this is the first you've heard of my invitation to dinner? But I phoned you as I was leaving the store. Strange. Well, perhaps we were cut off. Oh, well. All's well that ends well. You are free, I hope. Good. 8:30 then. Jolly good job you rang me, or I should be facing a solitary dinner. My dear fellow, of course I believe you. I find it odd, that's all. Very odd. I was certainly under the impression that I invited someone. I know I did.
I wonder what we shall discuss this evening, Sir Charles and I, the two of us.
3.
3? You're not coming, are you?
No, but Mr. Parbold will be there.
Mr. Parbold?
Well, didn't he mention it to you?
No.
And didn't you mention it to him?
No.
Why not?
The cut and thrust of internal politics, Mrs. Edgley. When one treads the corridors of power, one can't be too careful. Who knows which unsuspecting back the knife may be plunged into? Et tu, Brute?
Yeah, well, I don't know about all that. All I know is Mr. Parbold will be there tonight.
Are you sure of this, Mrs. Edgley?
I'm positive. Miss Dixon told me Sir Charles phoned Mr. Parbold from her counter.
Oh, well, if one can't enjoy a tete-a-tete, one must be satisfied with a ménage à trois.
Ménage à what?
Trois.
What?
3.
Oh.
Un, deux, trois. French.
Oh.
Purely translated, a household of 3. No, perhaps that's not strictly apposite in this case.
Look, I hope you're not worried because Mr. Parbold's going to be there tonight. I mean, I know it would have been much cosier with just you and Sir Charles, but now, look at it this way. Now, is something the matter?
The old one, too.
You what?
When Sir Charles dialed, did he perhaps get his digits crossed?
What are you talking about, Mr. Swindley?
Well, you know, Mrs. Edgley, Mr. Parbold was 1-2, but is now 1-1, and I am 1-2. Now, when Sir Charles dialed 1-2, did he intend to speak to 1-2 or to 1-1? In other words, which one?
Yes. I'll tell you what. You put your feet up for a few minutes.
No, now, please, Mrs. Edgley, you don't understand. What I mean is that the whole thing may have been a ghastly mistake. Probably he didn't intend to invite me at all.
Now, you're not going to tell me that he thought he was talking to Mr. Parbold when he was talking to you.
Well, why not? The names were never mentioned. Our voices could have been mistaken on the telephone. Oh, well.
No, I'm sorry. No. Look, Mr. Parbold, perhaps Miss Dixon gave Sir Charles Mr. Parbold's right number, and then Sir Charles phoned you at a later date.
Yes, that could be it. Yes, I believe you're right. Now, what we've got to ascertain is the times of the call.
Yes.
Now, mine was at 11:27 precisely, because I remember particularly noticing this. Now, what was the time of the call from Miss Dixon's count?
She didn't say.
No. Truly a dilemma. Now, as I assess the problem, Mrs. Edgley, I'm faced with an agonizing alternative. Either I turn up at the Palace Hotel and risk a snub,
Yeah.
or I ignore the invitation altogether and risk committing a grave breach of etiquette. No, I don't think it was me he invited at all.
Look, why don't we ask Miss Dixon which of the 2 numbers she gave to Sir Charles?
Yes, there's still hope. Is she on the telephone?
No, but her parents are. They live at Heatherfield Road.
Right.
Wait a minute. Or was it Drive? No. On the other hand, it could have been Avenue. Yeah.
Drive. Street Avenue. No, there's nothing for Heatherfield at all here. Ah, now here's a Dixon. Bodley Crescent.
That's it.
Right. Right, we shall soon know, Mrs. Edgley.
Yeah.
Ringing.
What?
Hello? Is that Mr. Dixon? Oh, good evening, sir. Wonder if I might have a word with your daughter. What? No, my name is not Cherokee. It's Leonard Swindley, assistant manager of Dobson Hawks. Quite all right. Oh, she has. I see. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well?
She's out.
Oh.
Our last hope gone.
I know where she'll be. She'll be at that coffee club she goes every Wednesday night, El Toro's. Why don't you ring them and see if she's there?
I will. El Toro.
El Toro.
The bull. The El Dorado, El Cabano, El Paso, No. No, they don't appear to be in the book. Mrs. Edgley?
Yeah?
You stay here. I'm personally going to El Toro's to seek the elusive Miss Dixon.
Hey, do you think you ought to? I mean, it's a bit,
Fear not, Mrs. Edgley. Dare to be a Daniel.
Oh.
Where is El Toro's?
Canal Street.
Canal Street.
Yes.
Mrs. Edgley,
What?
where is Canal Street? upon?
You're not allowed in here.
Not allowed?
Overage. Nobody over 21 in here. And don't start lying about your age.
No intention of lying.
Gets the place a bad name allowing old codgers like you here.
I may not be in the first flush of youth, but I strongly object to being called an old codger. And I would point out that I'm not in the habit of frequenting establishments of this kind. It just so happens that on this occasion I'm looking for a girl.
Right, that's definitely out. Oh,
You don't understand.
Mr. Swindley!
Mr. Swindley, what are you doing here?
Just leaving, apparently.
Outside.
No, please, now. You must let me have a few words with this young lady. Most important.
It's all right, Paddy, I know him. He's my boss.
Oh, all right. But don't start anything.
This is Cherokee, Mr. Swindley. He's from Burnley.
How do you do?
He's a folk singer. He's singing here tonight. Why should a man born to be free grow old before he's young and be blown on the wind in the land of the brave?
Promising first verse.
That's the title.
Now look, Miss Dixon. I believe that Sir Charles Dobson phoned from your counter this morning.
That's right, he rang Mr. Parbold.
Well, do you know if he made any further call?
I've no idea.
Do you know if he spoke to Mr. Parbold?
I've no idea.
Oh dear, let's take this from a different direction. Look at it. Do you know what time the call was made?
I've no idea.
One last question. What number did you give him?
I've no idea.
You've no idea.
No, Mr. Swindley.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's all right. Don't mention it. Oh, you'll have to excuse us now, Mr. Swindley. Cherokee's going to do his song. Come on, Lord.
Hey, Mr. Swindley.
Yes.
I didn't know you were a mod.
A mod?
Yeah, you know.
Try, Mr. Swindley. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Oh, well, I suppose we had the Lambeth Walk.
Scotch, Parbold?
Thank you, sir. With soda.
I hope I didn't disturb any domestic arrangement you may have had for this evening. After all, the notice was rather short, wasn't it?
It was rather, Sir Charles, yes.
Yes. Well, I'm terribly sorry. I can't get this telephone call off my mind.
Are you quite sure, Sir Charles, of this?
Parbold, I know the board think I'm over the hill, but I've still got a bit left up here. I spoke to someone.
Well, it certainly wasn't me, Sir Charles.
Well, who was it?
Swindley. It must have been Swindley. You see, we've exchanged our internal telephone numbers.
Swindley, eh?
Must be.
Oh, well, we'll soon know. 8:25. If it was him, he'll be here in a few minutes.
No.
5 minutes, Mrs. Edgley. What am I going to do?
Go.
But supposing I go and I'm not expected.
Well, don't go.
On the other hand, if I am expected and I don't go, what then?
It's one or the other. Now, suit yourself. You can't sit there dithering all night. Look, I make it nearly past. You can just about get there. Now, come on, what do you say?
Heads I go, tails I stay.
It's quite obvious he's not coming. Well, we may as well make a start, Parbold.
Yeah.
That'll be the wine waiter. Come in. Swindley! How nice to see you. Come in. Come in. May I say how pleased I am that you could make it.
Not at all, sir. May I say how very, very kind it was of you to invite me.
Give me your hat.
Thank you.
What would you like to drink? Scotch?
Well, I don't usually...
That's what we're drinking.
Oh, well, Scotch will do very well. Thank you, sir. Just a dab.
Swindley.
Mr. Parbold.
It's fine outside, is it?
A little breezy, but not unpleasant. May I apologise for my tardiness, Sir Charles?
Not at all, Swindley, not at all. Traffic heavy, was it?
A little dense, sir, yes.
Well, here we are.
Thank you.
Perhaps 8:30 was a trifle early for you. I hope you haven't been rushing about too much.
Oh, no.
Good. Well,
Yes.
May as well ring for dinner. Shall we sit down?
Sir Charles.
Good heavens, look what they've done. They've only laid for 2. Well, anyone can make a mistake. Eh, Swindley?
Yes, indeed, Sir Charles. Anyone can make a mistake. Gentlemen, your very good health.
Good health.